testing 1, 2. Welcome. Volume up. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Hutchins War Memorial Oval. My name is Tubes Taylor. I'm here with Duff TV. It is the SATIS Aussie Rules first 11 for 2018 between Hutchins and St Patrick's College, as the St Pat's boys are out there ready to go. They've come all the way down the Midland Highway from Lonnie to play this great game at this great oval. And here come the home team, coached by Cameron Blight. And their captain there, Huey Jubb, is ready to go. They've kept them waiting down here, the Hutchins boys. They've got a few out today. We caught up with Cameron Blight before the game. We'll have that interview for you at half time. And trailing out the back there is Ricards for Hutchins. Big game expected here today. So we'll quickly go through the Hutchins side. It is Spiden, Nettleford, Goward, Plunkett, Ingram, Evans, Suki, Charles Cottier, Smart, Tilley, Patton, McShane, Evans, Hodgman, Oakes, Stadler, Ricards, that is Mitchell Ricards, Polly, O'Prey, the Captain Jubb, and Heck Gallagher. And for some Pats, we've got Ross, Chug, Gillow, Blackaby, Hollingsworth, Salzberger, Beattie, Jones, Stingle, Walsh, Robinson, Nicholson, Creswell, Lanham, Viney, Philgate, Mansell, Jebra, Robinson, Prakiak, Conway, and Hazelwood Snell. And we are away here. Umpire Beacon about to ball it up there. Lindsay Roberts, one of the best in the business. Big ruck contest, one down by St Pat's. Out it comes for the Lions. Quick handball inboard. Nicely worked down there to Patton. Patton goes forward. First influx for Tilley. Tilley around the corner. He's a great user of the footy, but he's kicked it behind. So first blow to the Hutchins boys. St Pat's have won the last 3 SATIS premierships in the first, so they have a very good side, but Hutchins have been away over to Victoria with a couple of games won against some big schools over there on the mainland. Big fly, nice work down the front here, picked up beautifully there by Nicholson. Handballs back, finds his mate there, Hazelwood Snell, and running through the middle there is Conway. He's a big-bodied midfielder, sends it through the middle. Nice work up to centre-half forward. Here's a chance at the back, going back with a flight. That's a good mark taken there by the number 7. We'll get a name on him in for you shortly, folks. He swings around the corner, has a man in the pocket, going back courageously. The Lions chop it off, no mark paid. Running through with pace there, the St Pat's player, but the handball is untoward, and Patton should clear for the Lions. Up centre wing to the far half-forward line. They bring the ball inboard. That's great work here by Hutchins, driving it forward. Now here's a chance over the back, picked up smoothly there by Polly, and Polly misses from 4 metres out. Let's have a look at that if we can, please, Jero. Not sure how he missed that one. Was it a misdirected kick? Yeah, it was. He just dribbled it through. So St. Pat's bringing the ball out to that far side, the school side if you like. And we may see a ball up here at half forward for the Lions. We'll get a name and a number for number 7 there for St. Pat's in just a few moments, folks, at quarter time. Great day for footy here at the War Memorial Oval. Hutchins again winning out of the middle. He's sharked quickly. Picked up there by Hollingsworth. He gets wrapped up in a tackle and is called holding the ball. Brilliant tackle laid there by the captain, Jubb. A name synonymous with the Hutchins Football Club and the Hutchins School. So Jubb sends it long. Here's a chance at the back of the pack and a strong mark down there to the man that kicked the point. I think that's Will Polly. It is. He's got one sock up, one sock down, but he marked it with that long reach, the big crane, and he takes the grab. Now it's just a matter of accuracy here. Distance will not faze him. Again, he just sprays it to the left of the goals, and we see another behind. So it's Hutchins at zip 3 to St. Pat's yet to score. St. Pat's again bring the ball out, but it's all Hutchins here. Should be a mark to Hodgman. Will Hodgman now swings it into the middle, pops it up to the top spot. Polly goes back and takes another strong contested grab. Again, distance will not faze him. It'll just be the mental demons of it kicking 2 behinds in less than a minute. So Hutchins have the wool over them early. Hello to those folks out there on the live stream here on Duff TV. Polly, a very deliberate approach with that one sock up, one sock down. That's a better kick, and he sends it through the middle. That's his first goal, his first major of the day, and the first goal for this game. And we'll have another look at it. A very deliberate approach, thanks to Mood Food and Bennett's Petroleum. Have a look at this. He's a magnificent mover. Interesting ball drop. Pretty fresh to footy, I believe. And he sent it through the middle. And Hutchins are out by 9 points. Bit of a crowd here building. Good to see school footy alive and well. SATIS, for those who don't know, is a Sports Association of Tasmanian Independent Schools. I played a little bit of SATIS footy in my junior, being a Marist boy, Jerry. And I tell you what, we did not win a game. Ball up back in the middle. Big ruck contest, one down by Hutchins again. Buttering up beautifully there was Rickards, who drives it forward. Strong man in front is, I believe that's Ingram, who took a nice contested mark. He moves again in the Polly direction. Has a man to beat, but he's just got such strong arms and big, long, lanky arms too. And he took a great contested grab. Let's take a look at this for a mark. Just love the way that the defender was right there, but just the extra reach there, just the few inches that he has in his reach is beautiful. And we'll go back and have a look at this goal. The double-handed ball drop, a nice worm burner, and he's already got 2 goals. This is the start that Cameron Blight would have wanted for his Hutchins side. They're out now by 15 points to zip, and St. Pat's haven't really looked like it in the early stages of this quarter. What a great grab taken again there by Polly. He's already taken 3 contested marks in less than 6 minutes of footy. So 19 minutes remain. 5.5 minutes gone in this first term. Back in the middle. St. Pat's will just want to get their hands on the footy here. Great desperate stuff down there to Hazelwood Snell, but it goes forward again inside 50. Jack Tilley's down there. Beautifully worked by Creswell. Tilley turns into trouble, tries the handball, but it had gone out of bounds already, and we'll see a boundary throw in. Beautiful tap down there by Rickards. Coming through Jubb. Smooth moving down there. Hazelwood Snell can't get a hold of it. The pressure's immense from Hutchins. Langham just bowled through a few of them, and it's picked up there by the number 3. We'll get a number on him in for you for a moment. But it goes forward again, and another mark inside forward 50 for Hutchins. I believe that's Callum Ingram down there. So he's about 35 metres out. He'll kick from about 40. Gets nice and close to the man on the mark, sends it long, and he's kicked a beauty. That's a tough kick from there, and Callum Ingram gets his first. And the third for Hutchins, and this game has blown out already to a 21-point lead in favour of the Lions. St Pat's maybe just a little bit bus-lagged on the long trip down from the north of the state. But 33-21, Hutchins, St Pat's yet to score. Coached, of course, the St Pat's boys coached by that man Jono James and the assistant Alex Payne. Hutchins, Cameron Boom Boom Blight and Huey Miller, who was a champion of North West Coast footy. Hutchins again looking good inside the clinches. Quick kick out by George McShane. Handballed away there by Jubb. Into the middle of the ground. It's worked forward there by Hollingsworth. Hutchins again, drive it forward through Gallagher. Big contest. A couple of Hutchins players took each other out. St Pat's work it out here. Here's a chance now. Oh, Ricard's, I beg your pardon, it's Jebra. There's a man who's been knocked out, I think. He's moving, which is a good sign. Can we get another look at that, Jero? Let's see what happened. Maybe just a little head clash. So it looks like Will Hodgman's okay. That's a dangerous kick across goal there by Jebra. Spinning out of trouble nicely. There's Jack Tilley, got his handball away, but it's sharked there by St Pat's. Big high up and under, going back with a flight. Great mark taken there by Mac Evans. He sends a worm burner, but it's chopped off there by Conway. Conway quickly, can't get a hold of the handball, and a nice tackle there by George McShane. Big roost, it's a floater, big pie, inside forward 50 again, and it should be killed across the line by St Pat's. And we'll see a boundary thrown right on the forward 50. Hutchins now. Hutchins moving the ball, beg your pardon, it's St Pat's that move the ball forward through Jackie Russ. And it's gone out of bounds. First time inside forward 50 in quite some time for St Pat's. But it's good to see. I'd love to get a goal here, the boys from up the coast. Hutchins, though, moved the ball beautifully. Couldn't quite get a hold of it. I think that was Tilley who's moved into the midfield. Handball to no one in particular there by McShane. Back to Tilley. Tilley on the non-preferred, drives it long. And going back with a fly, taking the mark there is Viney. Viney has a man in the middle. Picks him off beautifully. That is, of course, Lanham. Lanham quickly up forward. Here's a chance now, and a strong grab taken by Conway. Well, he is a big unit, and if St Pat's are any chance for this game, they will need him to stand up. And Martin Duffy has just joined me in the commentary box. How have you seen this game so far, Duff?
Well, I've been running around making it all technically happen.
Yeah, well done.
But yeah, we've been glancing out at the play. It looks like it's all Hutchins at the moment. So St Pat's with their first real telling shot at goal. They really need it.
They really do. Conway, no real breeze to speak of. Deliberate approach. It's a beautiful drop punt, and that's what they needed to get them going, Duff. A goal to Conway. They're on the board, St Pat's. It is Hutchins 3-3-21. St Pat's 1-6.
You really feel the atmosphere down here at the Memorial Ground, Tubes. I love the school footy. I'd love to see the school footy happening across the state, all the state schools and everywhere, but it's wonderful that the private schools have got this competition up and about. And of course, we spoke to Cameron Blight earlier on, and he's come on board with the Hutchins boys and really got them up and about this year. And it's just great. You can feel the atmosphere, can't you?
School footy is alive in the independent schools, that's for sure. There's a big rivalry between these independent schools. Big ruck contest won down by that man Polly, who's moved into the ruck. I've really liked his game so far, kicking 2 goals already and taking a couple of contested grabs inside forward 50, Duff.
You're saying Polly's new to football?
I believe he is, just by the way.
Is that a guess, Tubes?
Yeah, it's a massive guess, Duff. It certainly is. As the boys attack the footy hard here. Nice quick handball out there by Walsh. Come out to meet the footy. Hutchins are doing well around the clinches. Quick handball out, nicely there by Oakes. And it comes back to him on the left foot. A little bit too much on it there for his teammate out wide, and it should go across the line. As the umpire pulled out a free kick. No, it'll just be a boundary throw-in. So, what do we got? 12 and a half minutes gone in this first term. Right on the half-forward line. Polly wins it down into the path of Walsh, who left it behind. Rough stuff here in the clinches. Hutchins just look a little bit more clean. Big tackle laid there by O'Prey. Another big, that's almost like a F-bomb out of the WWE, and the umpire's pulled out a free kick. He said if you're going to give someone a pile driver, you'll get a free kick. So the free kick going the way of Hutchins. Polly, long, inside forward 50, going back with the flight. It's all some Pats here, but the man down at the bottom of the pack is Ingram. And we will see a ball up inside forward 50 for the Lions. What do you think of this school, Duff? How good is this oval?
Yep, great looking oval. It's got the cricket pitch in the middle, but the curator, full-time curator here at the Hutchins School, does a wonderful job, Tubes.
He's actually the assistant coach as well, Huey Miller. He does a bit of work around the ground, so he's doing a great job.
Of course, the other coach, Cameron Blight, like I said earlier on, has come on board this year with the boys, doing a great job. He's got the stats happening. They had their trip to Melbourne last weekend, where I think they won a couple of games, which is just wonderful for the boys. They went to the Dream Team, what's it called? The Dream Time game.
Of the G, yep.
Just a wonderful weekend away for the boys from the Hutchins School.
So now the ball inside forward 50 for some Pats. They'd love to get another goal here. They've started a bit slow out of the clinches. It's picked up there by Patton. Big tackle without it, and the umpire says it'll be a free kick going the way of Wigu Gerbre.
Let's have a look at that replay there. What did you see?
He just didn't get a hold of the footy. He's played on quickly though. He handballs off to Lanham. Lanham goes long, and it'll just be touched over the line, I believe. The umpire just waiting for the man down there on the boundary to call it. And it's touched behind. So some Pats now shorten that margin back to 14 points. Duff. They've got the rolling maul happening here. Hutchins, the big man at the back, Hugh Jubb will fly, and what a great grab. We saw him. He had his name all over that early, didn't he, Duff?
Yeah, he's a good size of a lad. He's got the big hands. I was watching him in the warm-up. He was just clinching a few just right in front of us, Tubes, earlier on. And there's a nice mark as well.
Corey Viney, the man there who took the mark. He's got a man in the middle if he wants it. A good strong grab down there to Gillow. He's a little fella, but he drives it short. Defensive work to come off his man was beautiful. Handball back into Evans. Mac Evans now from centre half back. Drives it into towards Rickards, who takes a nice strong contested grab. They've been really good with their contested work today. So Pat's just corralling the ball. Rickards now holds onto it. Handballs back towards Patton. Patton goes long. There's a man down there in the pocket. Will it sit for him? That's Mac Evans. Evans just is happy to see it across the line. And another boundary throw in. So dangerous spot here for some Pats.
Got to love this ground, Tube. It's got a great atmosphere. We can see it's very amphitheatre type, just a bit like North Hobart. And you really feel as though you're part of the action here at the Hutchins Oval.
Of course, we're live streaming across the whole world today, Duff. It's great to see local school footy being able to be watched wherever you are in the world.
Well, it's 2018. We've got the technology at our fingertips as Hutchins again just trying to get control of the ball. You feel as though they're in control of the match at the moment. It's only 14 points, early stages of the game.
They just look really clean as it comes out to Smart. So Nick Smart with a left foot and a strong grab again. Gee, these Hutchins boys are taking some great contested grabs. Patton.
Well, they're very fit, Tubes.
They certainly are.
Lovely mark. See some great marking here. Gee, he was nearly off there. The umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Yep, that's Ronan Philgate. In towards Walsh, and there we go on the replay thanks to Bennett's and Mufud. They're going to go forward again here. He needs to get rid of it because he's got someone hot on his hammer. Defensive work there in attack by the captain.
Oh, they're out
and
here.
Now they're out again. It was Nicholson that drove it forward, but it'll dribble through for a behind.
Yeah, promising build up there by St. Pat's. Just really wanted to slot that one through, but they're actually starting to get themselves back into the play now.
Size-wise, they look very, very evenly matched, Duff. They've got a couple of big bodies both sides. So it'll be interesting to see here how this goes. Going back with the flight again, almost the mark. Some Pats with the numbers out the back of the pack. Robinson, he dribbles it inside forward 50. Swings around nicely there. Number 5. Not sure who he is. We'll find out for you shortly. I'll go down there at quarter time and just get a check on these numbers as Hollingsworth is happy to see it across the line. I know umpire Lindsay has called a free kick. It'll go the way of Hollingsworth.
There's Cameron Blight, the super coach, just giving out the instructions in the back. Of course, very experienced player in his day, coach all around Tasmania, played with the Tassie Devils.
This guy here, Ethan Conway, I'm not sure whether he's the captain, but he's certainly playing a captain's game. Have a look at this. He comes from 3 back. Takes a great contested mark inside forward 50. That'd get you wet at the mouth, wouldn't it, Duff? Just seeing forwards like that leading and taking grabs.
Yeah, there's some big units out there, Tubes, and this is what Australian rules football is all about, seeing those key forwards coming out and clunching the big marks. This is what brings people to the footy, and this is an important kick on goal now for the St. Pat's boys. Extremely important to bring the margin back to 7 points. He's a beautiful kick of the footy. Like
He's
that.
Just sprayed it across the face.
Nice off the boot.
Yeah, he sprayed it right across, not even a score. So he'll be disappointed with that, Conway, after a big build-up. So Hutchins to bring the ball in. Long kick up the line, defensive work. Going back with a flight. Two St. Pat's players just spoiled each other. Now they're out here. Oakes pops it inside forward 50. Leading the race back there is Creswell. Ricards is down there as well. He handballs off to the goal kicker Ingram. And a nice mark taken there by Viney.
Gee, he did that well. He had 2 on him, and the big unit, he just stood there and clinched that mark.
He didn't even jump.
He didn't even jump. Very strong player, very strong in the core.
And umpire's pulled out a free kick. It'll go the way of Hutchins. Angus Evans. So right on half forward, sends it into the pocket. Bounces cruelly for the Hutchins players. Going back there nicely was Philgate. Philgate wraps up the Hutchins player in a tackle, and we will see a ball up.
Just an observation there. I'd like to see those Hutchins forwards really wanting the ball a little bit more there, Tubes. Just a little lackluster in their approach then for that one.
Polly wins the tap down, but only far as Lanham. This one may go out of bounds. No, St. Pat's do really well, and it's just gone out of bounds. And we'll see a ball in.
I think we've got 25-minute quarters
25 minutes quarters, yep. No time on though, of course, Duff. So 20 minutes gone, 5 minutes remain. Hutchins are in charge by 13 points. We've got young Ben Duffy on the camera too, which is terrific to see. The protege. Big tackle laid inside forward 50 there. Their defensive pressure's been inside, their offensive defensive pressure, if you know what I mean. Their inside forward 50 for Hutchins. Their tackling in there has been pretty good. But like you say, they just want the ball. That's a throw. Umpire said no. Quick kick away. Playing in front beautifully down there is Cottier. As he gets it down to Nettleford. Nettleford around the corner with a high one. Mark that, he says. Big punch away by St. Pat's. And that one will roll out of bounds again. So another boundary throw, and umpires on the boundary working overtime, Duff.
Yeah, we've got looks like the volunteer umpires down there, probably some of the boys from the schools, no doubt, but we've got the real umpires from the Umpires Association out in command in the game today.
So here on the wing. Tapping forward, trying hard down there is Jones. Quick handball out, nicely worked by Hutchins. Mac Evans gets it. Big punch from behind. Hutchins have the numbers though. Elliot Goward pops it forward. Leading the race down there is Robinson. He's got a man tackling him hard in Ricards. And we will see a ball up. Big punch away there by Robinson. Only as far as Evans, who swings it around the corner. Nice defensive work again there by Creswell. Happy to see it over. And that is a great haircut. Maxi Creswell, flowing locks out the back. Boundary throwing. Punched away. Scrappy stuff here. The boys getting a bit tired. A little push and shove. That's okay. Just focus your energy on the footy, I would be saying. Big punch. Nicely worked down. A field gate it is that drives it right from the full back line into the middle of the ground. Quick, clever tap here. Which way does it bounce? It bounces up into the arms nicely there as Stadler. Trying hard down there as Prakiak. For St. Pat's. That man there is Caleb Oates. And they're away again, the Lions. But it's a one man going back. That's courageous. You wouldn't see me doing that. Well done, Fraser Robinson. Robinson moving the ball out to the far wing. Strong contested grab again. I've been impressed with that all day. Salzberger. Nice again down there to the number 5. I'll get that man's name in just a few moments at quarter time. And the umpire might have called 50 here. He has. So just for encroaching over the mark. That'll take him away. A little too far out to score, I would have thought. But if Hutchins can't defend here, St. Pat's are in with a chance. He goes in the direction and a nice mark. Oh, and chopping the arms there, that's Ethan Conway. Not much that the defender could do there because he led hard and it was a good kick to the benefit of Conway. So he'll go back and have his third shot from a very similar position. So he'll know not to drag it across his body here. Just aim straight at the goals. That one sailed through the middle. It looked good off the boot. Conway kicks the goal and the margin back to 7 points. Hutchins 3-3-21, St. Pat's 2-2-14. And it's been a lot of Hutchins play in the forward line, but to come one inside forward 50 and have a look at that magnificent drop punt through halfway up the goal post. Beautiful kick there by Ethan Conway. And the umpire's called. It is, well, the umpires have blown the whistle. No one's on the siren here. And that is quarter time here at War Memorial Oval. Hutchins Footy Club and Hutchins School leading by 7 points. Goal kickers for Hutchins, 2 to Will Polly, he was great, and Callum Ingram with the one down there. And for St. Pat's, it is 2 to Ethan Conway. We're going to take a quick break here, but we've got an interview lined up with the coach of Hutchins, Cameron Blight, for your viewing pleasure out there on the World Wide Web. So stick around, more coming up in just a few moments here on Duff TV. So we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously we had a little technical glitch with that interview with Cameron Blight, but we will have that up for you at half-time. Our man Jerry is down here and he's guaranteed me that it'll happen at half-time. Good on you, Jero. That's not me. So, second quarter about to get underway here. Umpire Lindsay Roberts throws it up. Nicely worked out by Jebra. I'm probably saying his name wrong. Apologise to you, young man. Umpire's put out a free kick. It's going the way of Hutchins. It'll go to Nettlefold. He's got it at half forward. Quick little chip, dangerous kick through the legs there, but the attack on the footy's been immense. Umpire's pulled out a free kick, or was that a different whistle? Someone's got a whistle on the sidelines and it's been punched away, and it'll be a boundary throw-in. Now, quick update on the numbers from St Pat's. I caught up with the coach of the twos at quarter time, Jeff Dodds, and he's put me straight on a few names. So number 3 for St Pat's is Lockie Dalton, and number 22 is Ruben Haringen, and number 5 is Ben Hyatt. So those boys have come up from the twos this week to play. As I said, it was a 2-point win to the Hutchins school at full time in the second 18. But it should be those two sides in the state final in a few weeks' time, so he informs me. So a boundary throw-in again here in the forward pocket. One down nicely there by Polly. It's all St Pat's here, ducking his head nicely down there, but getting out of trouble was Walsh. Quick kick forward, almost to Salzberger. Couldn't quite. It rolls out the back here to Ingram. He goes in. Oh, that chaos ball is dangerous. Polly has it. He's stripped of it nicely there by Robinson, who's played really well down at centre half back. Going back with a flight courageously was the Hutchins player. Another big tackle laid down there by Mansell. Big punch again, hard at the footy they say. Big volleyball-like spike there by the Hutchins player. Tilly quick out of the middle. And now they're out here, the Hutchins boys, out to Hodgman. Hodgman goes long. He's a running player. He sends one high up and under. No one really wanted to mark the footy. Punched away there. It should be picked up and cleared by Creswell. It is. He gets his handball off to Conway. And a strong grab taken here by Gillow. Gillow misses the mark, unfortunately. Hazelwood Snell can't get a hold of it. Comes out now, that's dropping the footy. And the umpire says yes. So Nicholson will take the kick from just off centre wing. Long into the forwards, almost the mark taken. Great defensive work down there by Stadler. Umpire's pulled out a free kick for holding, and it'll go the way of Hutchins. Can we get another look at that, Gero? If possible, I'm not sure what it was for. Oh yeah, he just dragged him on a little too hard there, so Hutchins bring the ball long. Flew at the footy. Nicely down there was Jubb, and we'll see a ball in. It's been pretty good, Jubb, leading from the front. Hodgman barking orders down here too. Rickards. Jubb went in. Maybe a push in the back there. Quick handball out. I'll spin it before he got it. Did Viney. He goes back to get it again though. Didn't have it. Umpire said no. Play on. Jack Ross with the headband. Later tackle. Here's a chance now at the back for Hutchins. Beattie does really well. Hot on his hammer. And we'll see another boundary throw in. So no score yet. 3.5 minutes gone in this second term. Hello to all those watching on our live stream here on Duff TV. Ruck contest come out nicely. Hazelwood Snell dribbles it forward for his side, but running through hard at the footy was Gallagher. Here's a chance now for Patton, who's quick. Didn't get all of it, and going back, taking the mark nicely was Robinson. Robinson coming inside the post there. I'm pretty sure he's not allowed to do that, and the umpire's called that's a behind because you've come inside the post. So a behind there to Hutchins, sorry.
Imagine losing a grand final like that.
Yeah, well, Martin Duffy's just said, imagine losing a grand final like that. I don't think it's happened yet, but it could happen. Corey Viney, if they lose this game by a point. Big fly here. St Pat's did well as a smaller man. Was Gillow who flew high, and it'll go out of bounds, and we'll see another boundary throw in. Little push and shove here down on the boundary. Martin Duffy right on that really quickly. Punch forward. G. Conway's trying hard for his side. Quick kick forward there by Nicholson. Couldn't quite take the grab. He should be balled up. It comes out for St Pat's. Now Hutchins, Hodgman, very clever handball. Nice smother laid down there by Walsh. They just can't get clean possession. Anyone here, and that's what it'll take. Conway loads up for the barrel, doesn't get all of it, but a man down there running and taking a nice grab is, I think that's Lanham. So Jack Lanham from a tough angle. Definitely within his range, I would have thought. He worked really hard to get to that footy and marked it in the breadbasket in the end. We got the 30-second time clock happening, Jero. No, only kidding, mate. Here we go. So Jack Lanham. Deliberate approach. Oh, gee, that's a good kick. It sails straight over the head of the goal umpire. And Jack Lanham kicks a beauty. And that is his first. And the margin now, just 2 points. Have a look at this. What a magnificent drop of the footy. And he just rode a little bit of a breeze coming off the mountain. Straight through the high diddle-diddle. Brilliant stuff. Cameron Blight won't be too happy. They've let a lead go. They were 3 goals straight up early in the piece in that first term. Conway with a throw almost. He's let off with it. Quick kick for Salzburger. Lanham trying to work forward. There's going to be a free kick here for too high. And Lanham will go back, and this kick to put them in front. Let's take a look at that again on the replay, thanks to Mood Food. Bang. Yeah, just caught him a little too high there. So Jack Lanham to put some pads in front. He sprayed it though, so the margin is just 1 point. That's Troy Bennett there, ladies and gentlemen. The man from Bennett's patrolling out there, running a bit of water, running a few messages. Hello to you, Troy, and thanks for your support of local footy. Long kick. That's a big fly from Rickards. He can't quite get a hold of it. It's all Hutchins here, though. Nicely picked up there by Jubb. Going back again at the footy. Rickards gets it out now. Evans spins around the corner, strong grab taken. I think that's Tilly. He's such an elite user of the footy, and he finds his man leading up in Polly. One sock up, one sock down, and it rolls out of bounds. So Jack Lanham with the chance to put them in front, just sprayed it a little bit. Just hearing now from the Peanut Gallery folks that Troy Bennett ran 10.4 for the 100 metre. He was an Australian champion, so he's looking resplendent out there in his fluorescence. Now the ball comes out, work by Stingle. Stingle to Lanham. Lanham just dribbles it forward, picks it up, quick kick. Which way does it go? Great defensive work again. Oh, it's picked up there by the number 4, who I forgot to get. We'll find out who that is for you shortly, for Hutchins. That's good work by Jubb to keep it in. Punching the ball away over the back. Polly's a chance, and it hits the behind post and goes out of bounds. Martin Duffy in the zone on the camera today. He's off to Fiji tomorrow, so he's all pumped up about that, folks. Anyway, in the pocket now for a ball up again. Umpire Roberts. Nice contest, pushes it down. Kick off the ground is clever. It's all Hutchins here. Tilly's out wide. He's such an elite user of the footy. I'd go long here, says Jack Tilly, and he goes bang, and he kicks the beauty. Well, Jack Tilly puts them up by 7 points here. 9.5 minutes gone in the second term, and I picked that from a long way away. Watch Jack Tilly, the way he runs here, and he's such a good user of the footy on the left boot. Don't think that's his preferred, I believe. I've watched him in his junior footy years, and he loves it. I think he's only 16 too, grade 11, playing senior footy here for Hutchins. Seven points of margin. Hutchins 4-4-28 to St Pat's 3-3-21. He's trying hard, Conway. Big punch forward again. Nicely done there by Gallagher into the middle. Oh, running into trouble quickly. Hutchins player gets it out towards the number 4. Trouble. Oh, that's a hard one. We saw that. And he's down. It was a fair contest, I think. They were both going at the footy. He looks okay down there. Jebra. Have a look at this on the replay. Just hard at the footy. Oh, maybe a little trouble there for Elliot Goward. Anyway, pushes forward and a strong grab again. Lanham has taken another one inside forward 50 in front of Stadler. So he'll learn from his last kick. Similar spot. Here he goes. Beautiful spot here by Martin Duffy. Straight through the middle, margin back again now to 1 behind. That is Jack Lanham's second goal for this game and second goal for this quarter. Have a look at the approach. Martin Duffy on the camera doing beautiful work. It sailed straight through the middle. Beautiful. Hutchins 4-4-28, St Pat's 4-3-27. Hello to those folks out there on the live stream watching from the luxury of your own couch. Oh, interesting work there by Conway off the ground. Hard the footy. We'll have another look at that. Big tackle laid by Conway, and it's a free kick. I think Heck Gallagher could be in a bit of trouble here. He went at the footy. It was clean. They were both had eyes on the ball. He's up and about though, Heck. So great, strong stuff from Mr. Gallagher. Big fly at the back. St Pat's with the footy. They handball out. It only goes as far as Tilly. Tilly from a tough spot. No way. It bounces through. Very similar spot by Jack Tilly, and they respond to Hutchins Lions. And he's a little bit shocked as well as it goes through the middle for a big 6-pointer. Let's have another look at this. The handball came out and it was sharked by Tilly in the middle of the pack through traffic, uses his pace and throws it on the boot. He'd be really happy with this going through. And clever work on the line down there by Mac Evans to leave it. Duff.
Tubes, that's why you practice both sides of the body. Right there, he's a right footer. He's come around on the left side. What a great goal of the match so far.
That's exactly right, Duff. Must practice left and right footer. And he's been doing that since his junior footy days. We've watched him all through. Oh, his mum's standing right next to the camera here, so she's in one of the best spots. So number 4 for Hutchins is actually Nathan Plunkett out there, folks. He's in the program as us for number 5. But Nathan Plunkett doing a great job out there in the number 4. Conway just didn't really want the footy there. He ended up with it though. It was a quick, clever handball up by Nicholson. Drives it long. Defensive work again by Hutchins has been immense. Here they come, just shrugging the tackle. Good handball, very quick because there was someone hot on his hammer. Spinning out of trouble nicely. There's Smart. Smart forward. And here's a mark to Callum Ingram. He has the big men down long. He decides to go out and towards the pocket in towards Nettleford. And it rolls out of bounds near the Corn Street end. 14 minutes gone in this second term. Hutchins, I beg your pardon, Hutchins are trailing. I forgot to mention that because that goal from Jack, I think the scoreboard's incorrect perhaps. I will check it for you there at half time, folks. Hutchins 4-4-28, St Pat's 5-3-33. I've got them down as the other way. I think Hutchins are 5-4-34 to St Pat's 4-3-31. 20. Hang on. Yeah, 31. 27 maybe. I don't know. We'll find out for you at half time, folks. Scoreboard is incorrect. Quick kick forward again by Hutchins and a strong grab taken down there by Ingram. Let's have another look at that on the replay if we can there, Jero, because it was a great contested mark there to Ingram. There it was. We'll go back a little further to the kick that came out very quickly. Yeah, strong position of his body. And here he comes to put them in well and truly. It is sprayed into the behind. So 1 more point to Hutchins. The scoreboard now at the ground is correct. We will fix that here for you folks. Hutchins 5-5-35 to St Pat's 4-3-27. Well done, Gero. Oh, strong grab. Taken down there by Fraser Robinson, who's taken a couple of those. I've been very impressed with the contested mark work by both of these sides. Looks across the board. Clever. Now they've got space. Mind you, Hutchins have really corralled their style here. He's looking out towards this side of the ground, towards Philgate. Philgate does well. And then goes back again to Conway. These two boys just racking up the stats now. Conway sells a bit of candy and has a bounce. Now sends it long, over the shoulder there. It'll be a free kick going to Patton. Corey Viney there, just a little bit clumsy with his arms. So the free kick going to Luke Patton. Umpire calls in a play on. Viney runs around Viney, and then handballs long. As the ball should go out of bounds, it does. 16 and a half minutes gone. Nearly 17, I beg your pardon, here at War Memorial Oval at the Hutchins School in Hobart. St Pat's looking okay. Handball through by Jubb. Quick kick off the ground there, laid by Mansell. Umpire should ball it up here, he does. Contest won by St Pat's. They've looked good in the ruck, but they just can't get the space they need through the midfield. Ricards sends it long. It's a free kick downfield for a sling. His head hit the ground, so he's okay. He's up and about there. Mitchell Ricards. Inside forward 50 again. And it's a free kick against, going the way of Ronan Philgate here. Just holding off the ball there was Ned Spiden. He goes long. Finds a man out there. I think that's Robinson. Lanham. Off to Ross. Kick smothered. Half forward now for Hutchins. Ricards trying hard. Beg your pardon, it's Nettleford at the bottom of the pack. Just the same, similar Buffont as Ricards. So I got them confused. Apologies. Scrappy stuff here at half forward. Nettlefoot's in there again, as is Ricards. You can see why I got them mixed up. The two curly mops. And the umpire will ball it up again. Big fist there. Again, the boys would be good at volleyball in the ruck. Handball nicely there by Jones. Rolling ball out towards Ben Hyatt, who's come up from the Magoos. Spinning out of trouble, Jackie Ross does well. Sends it forward, and the umpire's pulled out a free kick for too high. It'll go the way of St Pat's. Alex Blackaby. From 3 deep, that's a strong grab down there to Hunter Robinson. What a great mark there on the replay. We'll have another look at that if we can, Gero. Here it was. He came from 3 deep and took the mark. So Hunter Robinson with the hair tied back, must kick goal. It's got the journey. Has it got the accuracy? Yes, it does. Hunter Robinson with the 5th goal for St Pat's, and it's back to a 2-point margin here with around 5 minutes to go in the second term. It was a beautiful kick. Look at the way he booms it. Beautiful spinning drop punt and camera work by Martin Duffy. He's on today, ladies and gentlemen. And great goal umpiring down there by the young Hutchins boy. And it is a 2-point margin. Hutchins 5-5-35 to St Pat's 5-3-33. late in the second term. Big punch forward there by Polly. There's a man at the back here for St Pat's. A good contest provided. It was all clean and fair. Picking it up nicely down there is Mac Evans. Comes out now, that's holding the ball against Nick Smart. A brilliantly laid tackle there by the St Pat's player. I think it's Corey Viney. Big contest right in front of the commentary position here. And it looks like Ethan Conway's down. He may be a little sore here, but a free kick's been pulled out going the way of Mac Evans. Conway's up on his feet, so that's good news for the St Pat's boys. Quick high up and under there. Flying back was Polly. Punched into the middle of the ground. Jebra is down there. Comes out the back here now for Patton. Patton's got time. Great work down there by Rickards. There's been a free kick pulled out, going the way of St Pat's, so the goal will not count. It'll go to Maxine Creswell. It was a trip, so no score. Kicks out wide. Mark taken. Long kick. It's all Hutchins down there. They should have talked. Jubb should have been the man going at the footy. That's a holding the man free kick. So Jubb will get a free against Wegiu Jebra. So Jubb fancies himself from here. This looks pretty deliberate, Duff. So yes, beautiful zoom. Here he goes. Huge up. Didn't get all of it. Pops it up to the hot spot. Gee, it's a 3-on-2 here in favour of Hutchins, and the 1-2 win out. But it's coming straight back because going back with the flight, Mac Evans has it. He sends it wide. It's too wide. It's out of bounds. And we will see a free kick going the way of St Pat's. Hazelwood Snell should take it. No. He hands off to Conway. Conway sends a burner down towards that man there in Philgate, who handballs back to the running Conway. Conway goes long to the half-forward position. Really quick clean and pick up nicely there by Gillo. St Pat's just want to keep it in here. Beautifully picked up there by Evans, but he went to his knees. Scrapped it out the back. Suki kicks forward, and Tilly there to take the mark. Plays on, no, umpires call him to play on now. Ingram gets wrapped up and caught by Jebra. Going back with a flight, that was courageous stuff there by Nicholson, who takes the mark. Well played, driving long. This one will go over the back. There's a chance there as he kicks forward. Someone's got to take the mark. Who's down there? Ross plays on quickly and drills it. The umpire's looking for the goal umpires down there. Not sure what happened. We'll have a look in the replay, as it looks like Jackie Ross could be injured here. He's copped one across the knee. We'll wait for the umpire. He's okay, Jackie Ross. And the umpire's called it for a behind. So just the margin now, 1 point. Strong grab there by Polly. He's taken a lot of those. Interesting kick. Jebra's there, as is Conway. Conway gets a hold of it, just gets away. Jebra now with the hands. Quickly going in there, and that is half time here at the War Memorial Oval at Hutchins School. A little bit of push and shove here at half time. I'm not surprised. There's a bit of feeling in this, folks. It is at 1 point the margin. Hutchins 5-5-35 to St Pat's 5-4-34. Goal kickers for Hutchins. It is Will Polly with 2, Jack Tilley with 2 absolute beauties, and Callum Ingram with 1. Then we've got St Pat's, Ethan Conway has 2, Jack Lanham with 2 in that quarter, and Hunter Robinson with 1 as well. We'll be right back with the second half in just a few moments, folks, but stick around because we've got that catch-up we had with the coach of Hutchins, Cameron Blight, before the game. Coming up for you next here on Duff TV. Tubes Taylor reporting now here at the Hutchins Footy Oval at the Hutchins
WMO,
School.
mate.
WMO.
War Memorial Oval.
War Memorial Oval. Thanks very much, Blighty. Cameron Blight, the coach of the first 18 here at Hutchins, mate. Tell me a bit about this game.
Yeah, look, big game. St Pat's, they've won the last 3 SATIS titles, and so they're definitely a strong side. So today, huge game. We went up there and knocked them off in round 1, but they'll be coming out and they'll be there for redemption today for sure.
Now, I spoke to you before, you got a few out.
Yeah, look, there's a state game on, state under 16s, under 17s, but St Pat's are in the same boat. They've got a few out as well. A couple of injuries, a bit of illness, but that gives an opportunity for other boys to come in and get their opportunity.
Now, you went away with the boys last weekend to Victoria and played a few games over there. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we Yarra Valley Grammar on the Friday, so we played there first, and we played Lonnie Grammar on the Sunday. So yeah, we got to go to Dreamtime at the G. Great weekend for the boys. Just a trip that really brought the group together. So they're starting to really be a really good team at the moment.
Mate, tell us about this game today. What are your expectations?
Yeah, look, again, boys coming in, they get an opportunity. We're starting to play some good footy. It's our first home game, so looking forward to, building a fortress here at WMO for the rest of the season. We've got 3 home games to finish, and look, it's going to be a rip-snorter game, and really looking forward to the first bounce.
And a tight win for the reserves, mate. Are there some names in the reserves that you might bring up in a couple of weeks' time?
Yeah, definitely. There were some that were playing that had been playing first. There's a few of those boys stood up, so there's definitely a lot of pressure on the first 18s this year, which is what you want.
And this is a must-win game to play finals, I suppose?
Absolutely, yeah. If certainly we could end St Pat's season today, and that's our goal.
Well, Blighty, all the best for the game today, and thanks for joining us on Duff TV.
Thanks, Tubes. Have a good one.
Good on you, mate. So about to get underway here, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of this game. It is half-time. Hutchins in charge by the solitary point, 5-5-35 to St Pat's 5-4-34. Thanks to Troy Bennett out there at Bennett's Petroleum for making this happen today. Hello to our viewers across the world here, streaming live on Duff TV. My name is Tubes Taylor and welcome back. Third quarter about to get underway with umpire Tiny out there. Will he bounce it? Not sure. He softens up and he just throws it up. Big punch away there by Polly, the boy from down the Signet Way. Jebru spent it before he got it. A free kick being pulled out here. It'll go the way of St Pat's. Hazelwood Snell looks out wide, has a man running. Good shepherd there laid, but Philgate takes the mark, spins round onto his left. It's a worm burner and a good mark's taken by Jebra. Jebra sends a worm burner down into the path of, I think that is Jack Lanham. And maybe a push in the back going the way. It's not Jack Lanham at all, it's Lukey Walsh. So a free kick inside forward 50, and this is the start St Pat's would have wanted. Here we go, we'll see the free kick right here. Yeah, landed in his back. So, a few of the Hutchins folks here not happy with that call, but that's okay. So right, a little bit of a, just to the left of the goal. He's a right footer. Sends it long, sends it strong, and sends it through the middle. Lukey Walsh gets the start St Pat's wanted in this third term, and they are in front for the first time in this game. 6-4-40 St Pat's, Hutchins 5-5-35. A minute and a half gone in this third term. We'll just take a look at this goal. It was a magnificent drop punt kick from Lukey Walsh. Just measured it enough. The boys down there on the line thought they might be a chance to jump up, but the headband sends it through for his first. Luke Walsh with the goal. Back in the middle. Polly wins it. Punched away there by Conway. Dribbled handball forward. Hutchins again over the top, only as far as that man Hollingsworth, who throws it on the boot. Bounces cruelly there. Coming through is Jebru. He kicks, gets tackled though. Nice tackle laid down there by Oakes. Caleb Oakes here at half back for the Lions. Interesting kick, flying high. Good punch from behind there by Phil Gate. It comes out the back of the pack. Well played there by Hutchins. It comes out now to Hodgman, who drives it long. Big punch from behind. Numbers here as Corey Viney has it. He handballs back to his man there. The flying mullet in Creswell goes back and gets it back, but now the pressure's on here because it's Hutchins in that pocket as Ricards goes towards the footy, happy to see it over and wait for the cavalry to arrive. It'll be a boundary throw in. Fair amount of brickwork going on here at Hutchins School. They build it and they will come. Big punch, free kick going the way here. It looks like it'll go to Hutchins. No, it is a shepherd out. You can't shepherd out, so it's a free kick going to Robinson for St Pat's. Doesn't know which way to go, so gets called to play on. Nice long kick and a strong mark down there to Polly. Gee, he's done that a lot today. I talked to his dad there at half time and he says he's pretty fresh to footy, as predicted by me. It's his second year of footy, but unfortunately he's kicked it to Conway. If I were Hutchins, I'd be keeping it away from this man as much as possible. Going long again, going back with the flight. It was my man down there, Polly. It swings around the corner though, and a mark taken there to Viney. So Corey Viney now. No one really to kick to. It's a lot of space here. Flying high out there was Nicholson. He goes back and gets it, and handballs off to Conway, who quickly just pops it on the boot. But out comes Polly. Look at that beautiful drop punt. He's got the skills, and he goes forward, and a strong mark protecting the drop zone down there is Ricards. And he takes the mark inside forward 50, a chance to put them back in front by a point. Martin Duffy on the camera working beautifully. Got to pump up the boss from time to time. So that was a good mark down there by Ricards. This to put them in front, but it's sprayed out to the left. The pressure got too much, and he registers a solitary behind. They zone up well now, Hutchins. Well drilled side, boom, boom. Blight will have them drilled, no doubt, as will Huey Miller, the assistant. Kick comes out now towards Conway. Just dropped his head at the last minute, couldn't take the mark, so he goes back again and mops up, pushes it forward now for Isaac Nicholson. It goes out of bounds, and we'll see a ball in. Right on the forward 50. It's one down by Polly. Goes back to get it again. Out there now is Jack Chili. It goes out of bounds in front of that man, Heck Gallagher. And we've got an injury, I think. Maybe it's an ankle. Let's have a look, see if we've got it on the replay. He's in a fair amount of pain. Not sure if we can see that as the game goes on in the bottom left-hand side of your screen there. Oh, rolling out of trouble. There's McShane. Handball's off. Here's a chance now for Evans. He gets his kick smothered. Great defensive work down there. My man, Creswell's there too. As he goes back, into trouble, and a chance now to dribble it across the line for Nettleford. And they just panicked a bit down there, the St Pat's boys, as Hutchins make them pay, and they are in front now by 2 points. Just a little bit of panic here from my man Creswell. Just couldn't quite get a hold of it. Ricards with a great inside forward 50 tackle, and buttering up Ruben Nettleford sends it through. And that man there, that's a big loss as Hazelwood Snell goes off. We believe it could be an ankle. Polly wins it down again. Running back nicely there is Hollingsworth. Just a little bit too much on it for his man down there, Gillow. Backwards Gallagher. Over the top, Hutchins string it together nicely. Quick kick forward, it works okay. Luck's a fortune. He's asking for the man encroaching in the protected area. I believe that's AFL young man. Just play the whistle. Tilly gets a push in the back. Oh no, it'll go the other way. Can we get a look at that, Gero? I think that's Corey Viney. Yes, it is. Not sure what that was for. Anyway, probably, well, it was push in the back. We didn't see it though. Conway with a clever touch over the back. Hutchins though with the numbers. Oh, that one just had it overcooked a little bit too much. Here's Polly, who's been everything he's done touched and turned to goal. Now here's a chance for Hodgman, who's got pace. And there he goes. Uses the footy okay. It's a floater though, and a mark taken down there by Robinson, who's been good at centre half back. Has a man short if he wants him in Nicholson. Decides against that and goes out towards Viney. Umpire got in the way of Nettleford there. Gets called to play on. Viney goes long to a 1-on-2. Flies high down there to Gillow. Big tackle laid. Beautiful work. Pushing and shoving out there is good to see. Just threw it out and the umpire saw it. It'll be a free kick going the way of St Pat's. So I think down there it's Isaac Nicholson. Not sure what's happening here. A bit of a change. No, it'll go to Stingle. Stingle inboard. Finds Philgate. Philgate's got a beautiful shoe on him. He's left-footed too, and he sends it out that way. Oh, just should have turned around and watched the footy there. Should Blackaby, but Hutchins should clear. Quick handball on, out towards Jubb. Jubb with pace, has a man hot on his hammer, and Jones just runs him off his feet, and then a quick kick forward for Jubb. Creswell's down there, taps it away. Good shepherd there, nicely laid down there. Of course, it was Hollingsworth for Creswell, and they're out if they want to go. Lanham now at half back. Quickly moved up the line, and it'll go out of bounds. On the full, perhaps. It'll go to St Pat's. Ethan Mansell will take the kick. Big fly man in front will be paid the mark. Should go to Will Polly. Gee, I've loved his game today. I particularly like his one sock, one up, one down effort, and he's kicking the ball beautifully. His field kicking's not too bad. His goal kicking a little bit too much pressure. You see Boom Boom say, where's the free kick? It was a mark to Tilly. Tilly into the middle. That's a beautiful kick to McShane. McShane moves the ball quickly. It's a 1-on-2. Hodgman had it, then kept his eyes on the footy, dribbles it in inside forward 50. It's all numbers here for Hutchins. Can they get rid of it? Jubb's down there. But, brilliant tackle laid again. They just move it out quickly. Hollingsworth will be happy here to run it out of play. It's coming straight back. Couldn't quite take the mark. Polly's down there too, the boy from Signet. We found out a bit about him at half time. Quick string of handballs off to Viney. Well, it was touched off the boot, so play on was the call. Good effort, hard at the footy there by the St Pat's players. Here's Conway, who shrugs one, shrugs two, has a man running past in Ross. Ross needs to get a hold of it. He does really well. He goes bang and he kicks. A beauty. Jackie Ross with the goal. It was a brilliant goal too, and St Pat's are up by 4 points. His hair didn't get in his eyes, but we'll have another look at that, Gero. He almost ran himself into trouble, Jackie Ross. Conway did really well. Shrugged one, then had someone hot on his hammer, so handballed off. Ross didn't know what was coming and then went back onto his right boot and then went bang and kicked the goal. 4 points the margin. What a game we've got on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to Bennett's Petroleum for making the live stream possible. Conway again, clever. Doesn't take his eyes off it, and just sends it forward. Who's going to take the mark here? Big punch away by Hutchins. Plunkett's down there. Gets a quick kick away, the Hutchins player. Conway gets a beautiful shepherd. Which way does this bounce? It should go through for a behind and does so.
Hey, boys.
47. 47 plays at 42. Hutchins 6-6-42 trail. St Pat's 7-4-46. Another mark taken out there. Contested grabs are plenty here at the War Memorial Oval. That one was, I think, yes it was Evans. And another mark taken out there by Goward. Big punch away by Viney. Here's my man. Polly that gets a hold of it. Scrappy stuff out there on the far wing, and a little bit of work being done by Gero on the effects mic. You can hear him just winding up the screw there. 12.5 minutes gone in this third term. 4 points the margin. Quick kick forward again there by St Pat's. Out the back there is Harrigan. Great shepherd again. Nicholson drives it forward for St Pat's. Rolling ball in front of that man Walsh. They should clear here though. Hutchins. Oh, great tackle and chase. And it's a throw. So the free kick will go to, I think that's Lukey Walsh. And he gets pushed around into the pines. Tough angle here for Walsh. But he is a brilliant kick. Is he going the check side here? Will he run around? It looks like he is going to go the banana. Sends it. And sends it through if you don't mind. Straight through, and the margin extended for St Pat's, their biggest lead of the afternoon. It is 8-4-52 St Pat's to 6-6-42 Hutchins. 10-point the margin. Now look at this. Very calculated and a magnificent goal for Luke Walsh, his second of this term. Goodness me. So the crowd's gone a little bit quiet. Big punch. Driven forward again. Oh, courageous stuff down there by Angus Evans. He goes inboard. Finds a man running for him. They've got space out the wide side, so they go that way. 2 men running for him off half back. Strong mark by Goward on the left boot. And Tilly was off there, I thought, but umpire says no. He'll make no mistake. He's beautiful with the footy, and he doesn't. And goes in to, I think it's Fergus Charles. Yes, it is. So this to shrink the margin back to 4. Must kick goal. He's handballing it as he walks in. Left footer, a little high up and under. Didn't make the journey. It hit the post, but the umpire wasn't there. No, the umpire's saying all clear, one behind. So umpire in the hottest spot there at the moment as we see the big sausage tube come off the goal post. Hutchins need to work on their Velcro. He kicks it to himself. Nice long kick to half forward. Conway's there. No mark paid as everyone had a piece of it. Good little don't argue there from Nicholson, who handballed over the top into the path of Philgate. Philgate going back with it as a nice tackle's laid there by Conway coming through. And we'll see a bit of push and shove here. Umpire's pulled out a free kick. We'll wait for umpire Tiny. A little push and shove. Free kick. Yeah, free kick going to Hutchins. It'll be Nick Smart taking the free. And a strong grab taken down there by Hutchins to George McShane. George McShane from half forward, driving the ball long. Big punch away by Tilly. It goes over the back and we'll see a boundary throw in. So now St Pat's work it out of defence beautifully. And I've just had a quick text from the ruck coach of the senior side here at Hutchins. He says that he's been the difference in this Hutchins side, giving the midfielders first use of it through his tutelage and expertise in the ruck. So Doug Rossiter, that's for you. Anyway, back live. A free kick pulled out. It'll go the way of Hutchins. I think that is Hodgman. He's got numbers out here wide. The kick missed the mark, but it'll be okay. Just stripped of it down there was Angus Evans. They get a kick forward. Viney in the hot spot, goes the punch. Here is Jedra, who gets caught in a Ricketts tackle. Patton goes forward again, and this may be downfield. Yes, it is. So Jack Tilley's the man who will take this kick well and truly within his journey here. Which foot will he kick it with? You're about to find out whether Jack Tilley is left-footed or right-footed.
Okay, Mum, what's he doing?
His mum and dad are standing next to us here as
I
well.
would have done right here.
He's the man you want it in the hands of. He's a beautiful kick of the footy, but the pressure's on. He's kicked it with his right and he's pulled it too far. Or was it a pass? It was a pass and he plays on. And Callum Ingram takes the grab inside the forward square and goes back, and Hutchins are in touch. Have a look at this. I believe it was a pass. Gee, what? Fraser Robinson thought he had it well and truly inside. And he goes bang, and Callum Ingram kicks his second. Jack Tilley's happy with that, as are the Hutchins Footy Club. They are 7-7-49 to St Pat's 8-4-52. 3 points the margin in favour of St Pat's. Conway, Polly in the ruck. Out here in front of Smart, who dives on the footy now. Umpire says, no, give it to me. I'll ball it up. Conway again up against Polly. What a contest we've seen between those two boys today. Comes down now into the path of Walsh, the goal kicker. Quick tap on. They're hard at the footy, these boys. Hutchins with the numbers, though. They just can't get clean use, and the umpire will ball it up again. Nearly 20 minutes gone in this third term. I'll be very interested to see what the coaches have to say at three-quarter time as that kick goes forward for Patton. Now time and space for Nettleford. Uses it well. Strong mark again down there to Callum Ingram. He's looked the goods down there, Cal. Of course, he just kicked that last goal. Tilly leads, ignored. Polly's been enforced down at the goal line. Boom, boom, Blight. Sends his big man, who's taken some contested grabs down there. No one follows him, which is interesting. Tilly leads again, nothing doing. Ingram goes long and just to the right. Sorry, left of screen, so a behind. Margin back to 2. Swift kick out. Strong mark again out there to Conway, who's had it on a string. Sends it out wide, a little too wide. It's out on the full. Boom, boom. Blight was very much hot on that, wasn't he? He's saying that was out on the full. So Hutchins again driving forward. Polly flies. No, he doesn't, because Conway's there first, and another strong contested grab. All the same. Missed the mark there, though, with the kick. Walsh is there to mop up, as is Jones. Diving on the footy, Viney. Scrappy stuff here in the middle of the ground, that half forward for Hutchins. Quick kick forward, though, by the Lions player, and that should have been a free kick. Nothing doing, said the umpire, though. Spinning out of trouble, here goes Nettleford again. He runs into a brick wall in Jones, and clearing the footy is Nicholson. Drop what he should have taken. The size of the whole crowd just engulfed this War Memorial Oval, but they still managed to get it forward. Here's a chance now for Ingram. He's dodging through. He gets wrapped up in a beautiful tackle down there by that man in Salzburger. And Glade handballs back towards Robinson. Dangerous kick here, because the only man is Jubb in the middle. Get a hairband. If the hair's in the face there, Huey Jubb, you need to hairband it up. From the centre, he drives it forward. Tilly's down there, but a strong grab taken by Fraser Robinson. He's done that all day. Conway leads out this way towards the camera. Duff TV will be in the right position. Conway can't get a hold of it, taps it down in towards Salzburger's area. Then in trouble there, the St Pat's player, Philgate, gets his hands just. Quick kick forward, a little torpedo. Does it bounce inside? Yes, it does. And it goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. A little high up and under. Conway wins it down. Pushes it out of bounds. And it will be another boundary throw-in. So no real clean play here on the wing. Polly wins it down. Polly, clever touch. And that should have been downfield, but it wasn't. Umpire said no. There's a man down for some pats there. It is Jackie Ross. Quick kick forward there by our man Rickards. And spinning around Tilly on the left boot. That is his third goal. And we'll see that again. If we can go right back to that push off the ball, this is where we'll have a look at it. Have a look at this, folks. It was great stuff by Polly. Quick kick forward by Patton, who got disposed of after he got rid of the footy. Perhaps not a free kick. Rickards does really well to get a hand on the footy here. He just scooped it off his teammate, drove it forward. Tilly playing in front, clever on that left boot. Spins around, goal. His dad owes him $10 for that one. And Hutchins hit the front by 4 points. Hutchins driving it forward again. Rickards does a goal, but that is three-quarter time. It is Hutchins 8-8-56 to St Pat's 8-4-52. 4 points the margin. Goal kickers for Hutchins. Jack Tilley with 3. Absolute beauties, mind you. Will Polly with 2. Callum Ingram with 2. And Ruben Nettleford with 1. For St Pat's, it is 2 to Luke Walsh, 2 to Jack Lanham, Ethan Conway with 2, and singles to Jack Ross and Hunter Robinson. Three-quarter time here at the War Memorial Oval at the Hutchins School. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there watching the live stream here on Duff TV, stick around because the fourth term is going to be a beauty. Stick around here on Duff TV. We'll be right back.
Oh, he's coming over. Blighty's coming over. Here we go. Oh, look at that. So that means you've got to get the mic out there. Okay. Yeah, just put it right in there like you always do.
Mind you, if that's 20.
Chat to him. Should have done that. Had that wire thing going.
If you don't know the taps, just get one and stay on. I guess who was chasing our ass that first 6 minutes? All I want to say. Hi boys, Brady, let's go. Over here. Boys. Inside. Good regards. Good regards.
Let's go, come on. Okay, better. But I guarantee you, boys, I guarantee if it's a 20-plus tackle quarter, we will win the game. I guarantee it. I guarantee it if you walk off and you've had 20-plus tackles, you'll win the game. Okay, but it has to happen. I can't leave it up to Mitch Rickards to have 4 of them by himself. Others have got to step up. Fantastic, Mitch. Let's go, really good pressure. I can't have a cross half back, 3 broken tackles and an easy goal. Kills us. When that's happening up that end, we can't have that at that end. Fix it. Fix the tackling. It's a big part of our game, boys. Okay, I reckon, again, some of the ball movement forward has been better, all right? But Cal Ingham, mate, yeah, you're a good kicker of the footy, but when JT, he's hot, mate, he's on the lead, give him the footy. He was 20 metres clear. Kick it to him, all right? But do the team thing, all right? Great teams make their teammate look better. Okay, that's what great teams do. Elliot, switch on. Okay, it's going to be the start. Again, Rickard, start forward. Again, put that pressure on, mate. Starts with you. Okay, Will Polly, fantastic hands, mate. Really getting around. Just keep attacking the footy. But boys, why does he always have to go back and just kick it himself? Why can't we get a runner, okay, to try and run it out of there rather than just having our ruckman go back and kick it? Right, so let's get, that's an easy possession for you. Run and get Jubby, get around the back of him. Someone get around the back and run the footy, okay? I reckon our handball link, I reckon we can step that up. Right, don't overuse it, but run the footy. Use each other through the middle of the ground. Some beautiful play here that ended up with Callingham, okay, from the back pocket. Okay, you backed yourself to bring it inside, and it was creative for us. It was dangerous. All right, so if you back your skills in, if you know you can do that, back yourself in rather than just play it safe and bomb it back to where it come from. So let's start to open up the game with more switching. If it comes in one side, look for the other side. There are options there, but you've got to take the blinkers off. Okay, that's how we're going to start breaking the game open. JT, outstanding. Outstanding. Give him the ball. Give him the ball. He's dangerous down there. He's going to do it. Stad's much better. Okay, that's when we're good. You're coming out and you're attacking the footy. They can't get it if it's in your hands because you want to attack it and you want to. Boys, how much do we want this?
So much. Put him away.
Right now, in the next 25 minutes, we can end their season. You can end their season. The pain they've given you over the last 3 years, you can end their season. But it won't happen in 5 minutes. Roll your sleeves up. It might take until the 24-minute mark, but it will happen because you're tackling, you're smothering, and you're not giving in. Step up and do the job. Let's go.
Come on, boys.
Rousing. Rousing stuff from Cameron Blight.
Well, Cameron Blight there, viewers, with some cliches from the past, but some very positive words of advice from a player, from a person, from a football nut who's been around for years and years, and he knows his business. As Tubes Taylor was holding the mic out there, comes back up. Tubes, what do you got to say there? I was just saying to the live viewers, some cliches there, but some positive words at the same time.
No doubt. I've spent a bit of time around Blighty over the journey, Duff, and he gets me going every time. Bit of a long journey up from the thing there because it's a quick game now. Cameron Blight very fired up, wants the boys to tackle hard. Big punch by Polly. That's the start they wanted. Viney diving on the footy. Quick kick forward there by Nicholson. Just got his kick away, the Hutchins player, the St. Pat's player there. Tackled hard right in front of the camera here, beautiful spot. As the shade from the University of Tasmania starts to come across this ground. Umpire Tiny throws it up. Great work, Ross. Got his handball away. Into the path of Hyatt. Down towards Conway. Had his jumper pulled. Umpire said no. Quick kick forward. Which way does it bounce? There's a chance down here for Blackaby. If he can get it away. Great tackle laid there by Hutchins, and out comes Jubb with the footy. They're away here now again through Salzberger, who pops it up towards Conway. Big fly over the back. The only man that stayed down was Hyatt. He got a kick away and it's through. That is what they wanted at St. Pat's, and that is not what they wanted at Hutchins. Let's get another look at that, Jero. It was Ben Hyatt who stayed down from the contest and then rode through a tackle and kicked an absolute beauty. And St. Pat's are again in front by 2 points. He's come up from the twos, Duff. Ben Hyatt. Back live again. Ruck contest, one down. Nice and Pat man just dropped it, but umpire said nothing doing. Jubb with a clever handball away. Gathering the footy down there's Philgate. Good smother. Off now for the Hutchins boys. Tilly, clever. Off to his man Patton. Patton forward, finds somehow Nettleford. Just on his journey, I would have thought. Leeds come strong and fast. Umpire's blown the whistle. He's got to take him back away around. It's probably ended up okay for Hutchins because it was in the arms of Viney. So Nettleford from right on 50 just pops it up to the hot spot. Been some contested grabs taken down in this area. Good tackle laid down there by Jebra for St Pat's, so we'll see a ball up. Watch for Tilly around here. Oh, Jubb gets his kick smothered. Punch it through. They do. St Pat's, and the margin down to a point. Hutchins 8-9-57 to St Pat's 9-4-58. Plenty of shots on goal for Hutchins. They've just been a little inaccurate. A couple of rushed as Conway comes out hard at the footy, and a great spoil down there by Caleb Oakes. Polly up against Robinson. Wins it down. Here's a chance now for Nicholson around the corner, kicking and hoping really. There's a strong grab taken down there by Viney, who's been good at half back. Needs to look outside here. Nothing doing for him, so he'll go down the line, I would imagine. Smothered off the boot by Tilly. That's great pressure on the ball carrier. Tilly gets it out again. In towards Charles. Now a chance for Jubb. The captain right on the bottom line though is Creswell. And have a look at that haircut. I am in love with that, Jerry. That is great stuff. Interesting kicking style from Creswell. Evans sees it over the line. Boundary throw in. Those pines that have to be heritage listed, I would have thought, Duff. Polly's been huge in the ruck. Nice work down there by Patton trying to shrug the tackle. Ross with a big tackle again for St Pat's, and he's won the footy. They need to move it quick. They go backwards and out wide. Out to Philgate. Philgate has a man long, but it overcooked for him. And through Hutchins come again. Into that hot spot. Rickards is down there. Two St Pat's boys fall over. It's quickly kicked forward by Ingram. And it's a goal. Ingram, with his third of the game, put Hutchins up by 5 points early in this fourth term. Let's get a look at that. So I think what happened here is the two St Pat's players ran into each other, a little bit sore, and Ingram stayed down at the bottom of the pack and just chipped it forward and kicks his third. Boom Boom would be happy with that. He doesn't like standing too close to the players, obviously. He's got his own little personal space area that he likes to be in. He's a big, intimidating man, Boom Boom Blight. Of course, we know him quite well through his days with the Tassie Devils. And away St Pat's go through Hollingsworth. Getting in there is Cottier. Nicely handballed up by Goward. And the mark taken down there by Mac Evans, I believe. Viney doing as he likes across the back line. Gets called to play on too. He's got someone coming at him hot. Decides to drive it up the line. Clever handball out here because now there's space. Quick kick forward. Nice punch from behind. Happy with that defensive work down there by St Pat's. We'll see another ball in. Goodness me. What a great spot to watch the footy from up here, Jero. You've obviously got a computer screen in front of you, mate, but I'm loving this up here in the stand here at the War Memorial Oval. St Pat's not going at the footy, going at the man. Somehow it comes out there to Ruben Harrington. St Pat's with numbers, handball to no one in particular. I think that was Lukey Walsh as well. Quick kick, quick smother. Punched away. Polly's down there. It bounces okay for him, but he's nice and long, and he manages to get the footy in. What a kick! He's been best on, in my opinion, as he goes out to Nettleford. Nettleford pops it up into the area there towards Tilly. Punched away. Oh dear. Rickard's over the back. He's got 2 to beat. Creswell, the dour defender, does really well just to corral him a little. Tilly gets tackled, and it'll be a ball in. Hodgman's floating down there as well. I've really been impressed with the St Pat's back line today. Scooped up, scooped away. Rickards is down there. That man there is Robinson. Does well, Corey Viney. And St Pat's get their kick. That should be downfield as the ball was scooped away. Free kick going the way of Ben Hyatt, who kicked the last goal. And 50 metres, I believe. No. No, umpire says no. There's just a bit of confusion here between umpire Tiny and umpire Roberts. Well, that's okay. That's a good kick. Well done to the man coming through. That's beautifully worked there by St Pat's. They get tackled hard. Play on was the call. There's a man over the back, and he's running, and he's got pace. Hollingsworth goes long from 50. Need a mark here. St Pat's. As Hollingsworth, beg your pardon, Harrington goes well. And a small, quick worm burner. Oh, the smother. Defensive pressure here from Hutchins is huge. And we should see a ball up here. Umpire comes in late and we'll bowl it up. So plenty of opportunity here for St Pat's. Big punch away. St Pat's get the ball. Cleared by Hutchins though. Tilly's there, has a man to beat, has 2 to beat if you don't mind. Someone needs to lay a shepherd here for St Pat's. There's a little bit of a free kick going the way of Philgate against the wishes of the local faithful here. Ross flies, staying down nicely was the Hutchins defender. Ross is down. It'll come out now to Robinson, who sends it long, but standing back there is the big tall man, Will Polly. It wasn't Will Polly at all. I'm just in love with Will Polly and the way he plays his footy. It was a great contest mark. I think that was Nick Smart. Punched away. Picked up there by Ingram. Bouncing ball back for St Pat's here. Shrugging through the tackle there was Fraser Robinson, who has a bounce. Needs to get on the boot and does so. Luck's a fortune because it's going to land in the arms of Plunkett. I beg your pardon, it's Gillow. Doing well down there, Walsh. Going back now to Robinson. Has a man out wide in Conway. Conway has time and space here. Can assess his options really well. Pops it up, flying high. Nice strong grab taken by Nicholson. So this to put them in front by a point. Must kick here for Isaac Nicholson. Well protected there by his teammate in Hunter Robinson. Ball in, it was touched off the boot, according to the umpire. So the runner is running down now to do a bit of boundary thrown work. 10 and nearly 11 minutes gone.
See, the boundary umpire's...
The boundary umpire is actually the runner, so I'm not sure what's happening here. He throws it in beautifully. Hyatt does well, handballs out towards Conway, stays in somehow, and that'll go out of bounds. It's well and truly up the hill. So free kick going the way of Hutchins. I think it's Ned Spiden down there. No. Hodgman. Dink. Tilly from deep. Does okay to get the kick forward there. I think it was O'Prey. And takes the mark nicely there, Ingram. He's been good today. Kicked his 3 goals. He's done his job. Short kick. Finds Tilly. Tilly, no real movement down forward for him, but he's a good kick, so he uses it magnificently into Nettle. Beg your pardon, that's Mac Evans. Too far out to score here. He's got Polly long if he wants him. Smother. Conway. Got his handball away. No, a throw. And Jubb will take the kick. Good tackle. Captain's tackle. They lead by 5. They'd love a goal here. Polly flies high. Pushing the back, going the way of Polly, I believe. No, against Polly. So it will be Fieldgate to take the kick. They love that backwards. And the umpire's happy to throw it in. And I'm sure the Hutchins boys will be happy with that as well. Goodness me. 11 minutes and a half to go. Another player down behind play. Umpire's pulled out a free kick. Which way will it go? It'll go the way of St. Pat's. They really need to get moving here. They'd like a couple of goals. But Hutchins would too. Bouncing ball. Hutchins doing well off their back line. Have a man out wide in Hodgman. Hodgman quick. Elusive use of the footy. Attack on the footy's been good. Spinning into trouble down there is Beattie. And the umpire's called holding the ball. Great tackle laid there by George McShane, who handballs off quickly. Dangerous stuff. And there's another throwing the ball. So it'll go back to St. Pat's. It'll be Michael Stingle off to Conway. Conway, who gets the Bronx cheers from the peanut gallery here at Hutchins. He's had a lot of it. Down there is Hollingsworth. Attacks the footy, gets tackled perhaps a bit high. Play on was the call. Spinning into trouble there. Hutchins with the bounce. Viney's there, but it's all Hutchins. Missed the mark with the handball. Hodgman was looking for it. Got his handball away, Jack Beattie. Umpire says no. Free kick going the way of Goward, I think. Yep. Interesting kick. Good defensive punch. It goes out of bounds. And we'll see a ball in. Looks like it'll be Polly up in the ruck, up against Ethan Conway. Leading the footy there. Good tackle. Laid by St. Pat's. Umpire's called a free kick going the way of Hutchins. It'll be a free to George McShane. So Showbags McShane kicking long in the Polly direction. Can't quite get a hold of it. Mark's been paid though. I think everyone had a piece of that. But it'll go to Corey Viney. No, opposite Fieldgate. Fieldgate, dangerous kick. You've got to be game in this business. As the ball comes down now, here's a chance for Hutchins through Patton, who gets tackled hard, and a great tackle laid by Lukey Walsh, who's been very, very good. Nice mark taken by Gillow, who read it best. Polly, handballs off. Good string of handballs here for the Lions as they send it forward again. But floating across the back is Robinson. So the attack's been there for Hutchins. They just need to register a score. They've got 8.5 minutes to do it. That's better. I like the direct stuff. Rolling over the back was Nicholson. Umpire will ball it up pretty much in the centre of the ground. Riverside. Rickards punches. Smother off the Viney kick. Nettleford, Spiden off now to Evans. Big high up and under. Rickards was the only man that wanted it. Umpire did not pay the mark. It comes out now for Hutchins. He kept going, and I think that was O'Prey. Could have been Gallagher. Umpire's blown his whistle. Let's just wait here. It's a free kick going against Polly for holding. Can we get a look at that in the goal square, Gero? Should have been, I think it'll go to Fraser Robinson. Yeah, there it was.
Good call, bad call?
Good call.
Good call.
Over the back here, Rickards. Off to Evans. Couldn't quite get a hold of it. Running the ball, Nicholson. Out to Herrington. Gets his kick forward again. This would be heartbreak for Hutchins if St Pat's could get a goal here. As they move the ball forward, umpires called a free kick going the way of St Pat's. It'll go to that man there, Ethan Mansell. So from 50, too far out to score. Sends it down in the Robinson direction. Too far for him. And a nice mark taken down there by Stadler. His kick coming out wide now to Patton. Patton's got a runner in Hodgman. Hodgman back to Patton. Patton shrugging one, got his handball away. Hodgman now with space. Sends a worm burner down. Jubb off the ground. Will it stay in for him? He'd love to see this stay in. Does really well to get it past Creswell. Quick kick forward. Rolling, and goal! Well, if that's not a captain's goal, I have never seen one. Hugh Jubb followed the ball up. It started way back in the back defensive 50 here with Hodgman and Patton. Hodgman here does really well, finds his man long. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get a hold of it there, Fraser Robinson. And watch Jubb here just not giving up. This is why he's the captain. He kept it in through Creswell's fingers, then dribbles it forward. Polly was down there on the line, and he loved it too, didn't he? The captain's goal there, ladies and gentlemen, as Hutchins extend their lead out to 11 points. Quick tap. Conway really needs to lift. Quick forward now by Hollingsworth. They'd love a goal here, St Pat's. They look a little tired out there. Hodgman there trying really hard against Herrington, who kept going. Comes out nice and out of Oakes. Round the corner here, a chance for Plunkett. And Jubb, one of the crowd favourites, wearing his school shoes, it looks like. The black boots through the middle of the ground. Right on the forward 50, quick kick forward. Oh, wow, look at that. Ingram's going to go back and have a shot on goal. It was a clever kick. I think it was Goward that kicked it forward. We'll have another look at that, can we, Jero? Have a look at this, folks. It was Goward that kicked it forward and found his man Ingram, who's going back to kick at his fourth goal. And this could be all she wrote. There's only 4.5 minutes to go. He likes it off the boot, but he sprayed it out to the right of screen. 4 are behind, so 12 points exactly the margin. Could we have a draw? Corey Viney plays on quickly. I like this. Moving the ball fast, flying high at the back. It's all Hutchins. Smooth moving down there is Nick Smart. Over the top, I think that's Evans out there, out to Tilly, who's elite with his use, and that's a very handy point. "13 points the margin." I think that may be all she wrote for Hutchins. Viney saying, "I'm going long, up through the middle." Instead he goes short and finds Fieldgate. Fieldgate needs to be bold. He tries hard. Tilly chops him off. And then, if you don't mind, runs in to an open goal and kicks his fourth. And Jack Tilly with the sealer for Hutchins. Margin now out to 19 points. Let's get a look at that replay. It was a kick and a smother. That's the nice new scoreboard you can see on screen, but Jack Tilly just jumped a little bit higher and then ran in and decides to go in his right shoe and celebrates hard. Goes out there and gives Ned Spiden a little bit of high five action. And Boom Boom Blight is delighted. He will have a victory today. Umpire's called a free kick here. Going the way of St Pat's. Quick kick inside forward 50. Conway trying hard. He's asking the umpire for the ball. I don't think you can beg for free kicks these days. Nettleford to Spiden. Harrington does really well. Punched away there by Angus Evans. Ingram's at the bottom of the pack, as is Hollingsworth. I beg your pardon, it's not Ingram at all. It is Goward. Out the back towards Jubb. Throwing it on the boot. Harrington does well. Out to Jebra. Jebra over his head finds Tilly for the opposing side. Quick kick forward. Here's a chance now. Hodgman lays a nice shepherd. Needs to go over the top. Finds his man down there in Polly, who booms it into the Derwent, if you don't mind. And they are celebrating here at the Hutchins School. St Pat's have been valiant today, but the margin now is 25 points. And goodness me, there's no need to kick that out to Battery Point there, Mr. Polly. He's kicked it a long, long way. So 24 minutes gone. It's too late now for St Pat's. They will have a long journey home up the Midlands and probably no doubt stopping at Mood Food. There, thanks to Bennett's Petroleum. Hutchins have just been too good today. 23 shots to 13. When you're peppering the scoreboard like that, you're going to run out victors. Polly tries hard. I've really liked the way that Maxie Creswell's gone about his business today too. Just unassuming young man for St Pat's. Siren due to go in 4 seconds here, according to the official scoreboard. And there it is, right on the siren. Another behind. It will count that score. So it'll be Hutchins 12-13, 84. 12-84 to St Pat's 9-4, 58. A 26-point margin in the end in favour of the home side here at War Memorial Oval at the Hutchins School. Goal kickers for Hutchins, Jack Tilley with 3 absolute beauties, then the sealer. He kicked 4 total. Callum Ingram had 3. Will Polly, who would arguably be best on ground for today, he kicked 3 also. Then singles to Ruben Nettleford and Hugh Jubb, the captain, with a captain's goal. For St Pat's, it was Luke Walsh, Jack Langham and Ethan Conway with 2, and singles to Ben Hyatt and Jackie Ross. There is the final margin on your screen, thanks to Bennett's Petroleum. 12-12, 84, Hutchins, St Pat's 9-4, 58. Boom Boom Blight, the coach of the Hutchins Lions, will be delighted with his crew down there. They had a few out today, as I'm sure did the St Pat's crew with some state duties. But you've been watching a live stream here on Duff TV. Thank you very much to Bennett's Petroleum and Mood Food for making it possible. Of course, the Hutchins School for getting us involved. That is it from me. My name is Tubes Taylor. Thank you very much for tuning in. We may be able to go down and get a song from the Hutchins boys. Not sure whether we'll be able to do that for you here on the live stream, but my name is Tubes Taylor. Thank you very much for tuning in. You've been watching Duff TV. Until next time, bye for now. It's difficult when I don't know many of the boys. Yeah, I don't know how you do it. I don't know that's, you know. We're going down into the crowd, into the... No, just going into the... Righty, we'll grab him in the same. Yeah, Will Pye, I'll get you in a minute, mate. I'll get you both. All right, we're looking up here, boys. All right, boys, I've got Jack Tilley and Will Polly here. Personally, I thought, Will, you were probably best on ground, but Jack, you kicked a couple of great goals there, mate. How did it feel to beat some Pats?
Oh, it was just good. Haven't gone in the end for a couple of weeks, so it was good to get a couple.
Yeah, you kicked a beauty from the pocket here, mate.
Yeah, I didn't mind that either.
And Will, you're pretty fresh to the game, mate. How long have you been playing footy?
I started halfway through last season, and yeah, played a couple of games of the twos last year. And first game for the ones this year, and it was good.
Mate, I genuinely thought you were best on ground. Where do you prefer playing your footy?
I generally prefer to play in the ruck, but yeah, that's my preferred position.
Couple of goals for you too, mate. How does that feel?
Feels good. Can't complain.
Jack, what do you think? Boom Boom Blight will be happy with that effort?
Yeah, he will be happy with that. He was pretty happy on the sidelines when I went off and we kicked one.
And Jubby's goal as well in that last quarter. What did you think of that?
That was a ripper, yeah.
So what happens here now, boys? Will you go on to play in the state final, perhaps?
Oh, that'd be a dream. Hopefully we can. Just focus on the next game and see what happens.
And JT, finally, mate, are you left-footed or right-footed?
I'm right-footed.
Well, boys, go and enjoy the win. Thanks very much for joining us here on Duff TV.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you left or right-footed, Matt? Good boy!
Oh, I'm going to go and get Boom Boom. Quick word before you go out, mate. Cameron Blight here at the end, mate. What a great game of footy, eh?
Oh, mate, look, they're a super bunch of kids. You know, we said we had a few out today, so did they. But you know, we go a bit deeper this year because you know, we started sort of term one very early in term one with some Wednesday morning sessions, a couple of nights a week. So we've prepared them well, and they're just a super bunch of boys. And I'm just glad that they're starting to get rewards now for the effort that they've put in.
Mate, I'm really impressed with Will Polly. He's fresh to the game. I spoke to his dad there at half time. Mate, he's an impressive young man as far as his ability to find the footy as a tall guy.
Oh, definitely. He took some really nice marks early in the game and set the tone for us. And unfortunately, our delivery it wasn't as good after that, probably first 10 minutes, but he looked dangerous, and then he went in the ruck and took some nice marks around the ground. So, it was great that we had an opportunity to bring someone like that in, because it was his first game for the year, and he's been playing some good footy down at Cygnet, coming back from a broken hand.
And a rousing speech by you at three-quarter time, mate. You had shivers going down my spine. You got the boys fired up, though.
We should go over and listen to that.
We'll go and have a listen.
It was St Pat's have been a champion team for a long time now, so it was great to be able to. There they go. It doesn't go for very long.
No, sorry. But we'll come back in here so we can get back on the screen there for the viewers. Mate, I'm sorry I dragged you away from enjoying that win, but mate, get back in there and see the boys because it was a great win. What happens now for you guys, though?
Oh, look, for us now, we've got a chance to finish on top and we can host a final down here if, it's a big game next week. Basically, the winner of next week will host, so it's
Who do you play next
sorry, there's another. So we play Lonnie Grammar midweek. That's a catch-up game from the floods a few weeks ago. So we play a Wednesday game and then we play a Saturday v Scotch. So 2 games to go. If we can, get over Grammar, then we can look forward to... to Scotch and potentially having a home final on WMO, which would be, they play a good brand out here. They've got a good balance between, inside footy and outside run. That was the first game we played here this year other than a practice game versus Guildford Young. So I think the more footy we play here, the better brand that'll be, and we'll keep improving. You
better get in there, mate, because Huey Mealy will be filling those boys' minds with rot. Congratulations on a great win, Boom.
Thanks.
Good on you. There we go. Boom Boom Blight, the winner of the game here today, or the winning coach at least. Thanks very much for tuning in here at Duff TV. My name's Tubes Taylor. Until we see you next time, take care.